Hey there everybody, my name's Austin and this is the Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. Pretty catchy title, I'm sure you noticed. So before you is approximately 500 years of age in glass that has made it to me for a price of about $20. Now, some of these pieces can be had relatively cheap. For example, this piece right here, it's by Northwood Glass. The mold burned after 1 year after it was sold to another company. So it is possible to find this piece made by another company. Dresden, maybe? I can't remember the other company's name. But the mold for this pattern burned in a fire in 1904. So that is the latest this piece can be. Gorgeous Vaseline glass. And let's really look at it. That's why we're here, isn't it? Look at that gorgeous design. And somebody worked this, you know, somebody obviously probably blew this into a mold, I would think. Well, yeah, I just said the mold burned in 1904, didn't I? What a failure. But then, but this wouldn't have been molded. I'm sure they would have heated this up and then, formed it like that. So very cool piece, and at minimum 118 years old right now. This piece is by a company called Dugan, and the pattern is called Winter Cabbage. Now I've heard that if you hold antique glass up to a light and see kind of an orange sheen, then it typically indicates it's an antique piece. And I don't know why that would be true, but it's true of both this piece and this Northwood piece. You can see there's kind of an orange haze. Excuse me. And yeah, someone said that that typically indicates age. So if you're looking at a piece at the thrift store and you hold it up to the light and you see kind of I mean, the light behind it is very blue. You can see how blue that light is. But for some reason, looking through this gives it kind of like a sunshine look to it. So if you're ever in a thrift store and you see an older, what you think is older piece of glass, go ahead and hold it up to the light and see if that does anything. And isn't that cool, the opacity of this piece that barely shines through? I mean, back here, you could go without even noticing that piece, you know what I mean? It almost looks clear or maybe a little bit opaque, but then you get up closer to it and it's got that beautiful pattern. And this is Winter Cabbage, I don't know if I said that or not, by Dugan. Ruffled edge, which I believe they made by hand, or at least, you know, did that portion of the work by hand. Very interesting foot. And you can see this is actually glass in there. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. I mean, what an excellent thing. This piece right here, done by, well, let's look at it a little closer since we can't fit it all in frame back there. I forget the exact name of the pattern, but this isn't actually up, it's down. You see what I mean? Like, it's a recess, not a opposite of that. But it's got a very light purple shade to it, and I believe that's just from it sitting in sunshine for years and years. And some people think that that's damage. I don't personally consider it damage. I think it's more like a patina on metal. You know, you buy an old bronze and it's got a patina. You don't want patina-less bronze. Well, I mean, this is an old piece of what I think was clear glass when it was made, and you know, it's gained a little bit of sheen to it of purple, just like a tinge. So yeah, I consider that to be sort of a patina thing. And that's made in the 1870s. The first three there are all garage sale, and yeah, just garage sale. First three are all from garage sales. And this one I found in my hoarder house, and I'll attach a picture of how I found it. You won't believe it. It's obscene. And yeah, someone told me that the Metropolitan Museum of Art has had this very piece on display. This is by a company called Adams and Company. And it was made in approximately, get this, 1885. Were you expecting that? Because I was not. How crazy is that? I was discussing this with someone earlier. It doesn't have like a massively bright uranium glass glow. Maybe they've combined uranium and manganese, or yeah, that's what I meant, manganese. Maybe they've combined those two elements to get this color, and that's why it has kind of a lighter glow to it. Either way, just an amazing piece, sort of famous, and yeah, I mean, the way I got it, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, this is Austin, Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. I'm going to include some pictures right after this, and you guys can look at a couple of different angles and stuff on these. So